Tomorrow is my first art fair. It is the night before, and I have pretty much finished everything except putting everything in the car. So I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then later I'm gonna put everything in the car so that I don't have to do it in the morning. Oh, and I also have to pack my lunch, but that's not too big of a deal. But everything else, like I priced everything, I finished making everything. I'm not gonna make more art tonight. I can't do that to myself. Um, but I'm worried that it's gonna rain tomorrow. The forecast is looking like it might rain. So we'll have to see. But today I went and I ran some errands. I went and I got tablecloths and I got like what are they? Not bobby pins. Safety pins. I got safety pins so that I could pin the tags to all of the little jean jackets and everything. And like I'll take a video tomorrow more about that. But yeah, I went to the bank and I got cash. So if people need to have change, then they'll have that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit nervous because if it rains, then I don't think people are gonna like come out as much. And I'm kind of really hoping that I sell some stuff. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it all if I don't sell it. I don't know, maybe I'll just do another one? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm also still waiting to hear back about the job. I didn't hear back, so probably like Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, it's raining really hard here. And I'm in the mood for a sweet little treat. So maybe I'll do that and like try to chill out and watch a little TV or something tonight. I'm trying to do as little as possible tonight. So, anyway, I love you guys. Bye! When I woke up in the morning, it was hardcore thunderstorming, but I was really glad that I had put everything in the car the night before. So we got on the road because the event was delayed by an hour, but we still had to be there pretty early. So we got up and we drove over there. And then kind of when we got there, I realized that I had received another email while we were driving saying that they had delayed the event by another hour. And so we ended up having a lot of time to kill. So we went to this coffee shop, which I won't include the name of because I don't know, we didn't love the coffee there. But then my dad was like, hey, do you want to go to Shields? And I was like, sure, whatever. I don't know. I've never been to Shields. And he was like, oh, it's just like an outdoor sporting store. And I was like, okay, I guess. Yeah, like, why not? I just thought it was because he needed something or he wanted to walk around there. But it turns out there was this huge fish tank there. And I have like a passion. I have a small saltwater fish tank. I love taking care of fish. I think they're wonderful pets. And so I was really excited to see all these saltwater fish. It was so fun. So I spent some time just looking at them. And then we walked around a little bit. There probably were. Clean this tank. Shields was kind of wild. As somebody who had never been there before, first of all, it was huge. Second of all, it had like a whole Ferris wheel and all these different displays. And here my dad was looking at these cornhole boards and he was like trying to figure out if he wanted to make his own. And then they had all of these like animals in the hunting section. So I don't know. That was pretty crazy to me to see all these animals that had just been stuffed. But the whole place was just kind of outrageous, which was kind of fun, especially on a rainy Saturday morning, and it was surprisingly packed. There was a lot of people there, so that was pretty wild to me.
Then we made it to the park that the event was taking place at and unloaded a lot of my stuff. So I set up the rack there and there's me, hi! And then this was the view. It was really gorgeous. I could see the pond or lake, and then there was this grassy patch, and then right behind me they were setting up the music in the pavilion. And I originally wasn't supposed to have this spot, but they moved me, and I'm really grateful because I ended up in a really great location.
It rained all morning. It stormed all morning. And we got delayed by 2 hours. But this is my tent. And I am the first person to ever use it, which is kind of fun. And they moved my location, and I have a really, really, really good view of the water and this lake and stuff. And the storm made it way cooler outside, and so it's like a perfect temperature out right now. And I know it's gonna get a little hot later, but it's gonna be significantly better than it was supposed to be, and that makes me happy. So I'm having my little breakfast, and then I'm gonna set the rest of my tent up. Everything felt like so much stuff when I was making it, and now just seeing the small rack of jean jackets in this 10 by 10 booth. My dad went to go get more stuff, so it's gonna look a little bit more full. But looking around and seeing all the other booths, like clearly these are people who do this all the time. And I know that this is my first one, so I'm trying to like take a deep breath and know that it's gonna be okay. And I don't know. It feels so empty. I'm like, oh, I feel unprepared, even though I felt prepared before. So I guess it's the first one. We're just gonna wait and see how it goes. It's just like a little bit intimidating because there's so many amazing people here. And every time I go to an art fair, I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody made these things. Like they literally made all of these things. And I made a lot of things too. But it's incredible. It's wild. I didn't know that. I decided to hang them up because I think it was just harder to see when they were on the rack. So since I've hung the jean jackets up and they've been a little bit more obviously displayed, so many people have walked by and smiled and like given me compliments on them. I haven't sold any yet, but it has boosted morale because now people aren't just like completely walking by bored. This one lady just lit up, like her face, she just went, but her baby was too small to fit in it, and it would be like another several months before it would fit, so she didn't get it. But it was still just, it made my day. Guys, I'm sad that I missed improv today, but don't you worry. I made sure that I put the info right here and I told people about it, so hopefully more people will come to our show this week. Okay, I am back in the car now. The market is done. There's like a bunch of stuff back there. It's not even that much stuff compared to what other people have, but carrying it, like I don't have a cart or anything. I am so warm right now. I'm wearing my full length compression wear and it's all like icky and sticky. I need a shower so bad. It's a good length of a drive home, so it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. But I just have to sit and wait for my mom to finish her shift and then I can go home. It's only gonna be like 20 minutes. Verdict on the market is that I do not think that I will be doing outdoor markets, to be honest, because even though it was worth it kind of in profits, like I feel like I did okay. I sold 3 paintings and a bunch of stickers and a kid's jean jacket and like some other various things. And so that was really good because I was kind of afraid that I wasn't gonna sell anything at all. I also traded somebody for like this little chicken keychain. It's so cute. I'll show you later. But it was fun. It was fun. It was nice to meet some people. It was nice to like, I had a good location, a good spot and everything, but the heat, I don't do well in the heat. So I am curious if I did an indoor market, because in my area it's cold a lot of the year, so like doing like an indoor market might be better, because then it's just, you don't have to have a tent, you don't have to set any of that up. I don't know, some places they even have tables and stuff for you, so really all you have to do is show up and set out your stuff. And that sounds really appealing to me because it's going to be in a temperature regulated place, and people get really into Christmas shopping and stuff, and these days people are really, really careful with their money. And especially with things like jean jackets, if it's hot out, people aren't going to want to buy a jean jacket because they're already hot. And that thought of just like putting on a jacket sounds kind of miserable, and quite honestly I don't blame them. I would probably be the same way. So I don't know, maybe I'll do an indoor market. I don't know. It wasn't bad money, honestly. I mean, if you take into account the amount of time it took me to make all the art, it might not pan out so well. But I was only there for 5 hours. Like, this one was only 5 hours long, and so I know that some of them are even longer, and this one felt really long. And also, I don't know, I might have to like ask family members if they'd be willing to do an hour in the middle so that I can actually take a lunch break and step away, because doing all of that without a real break where you can actually walk away, I mean, I know I was just sitting there, I know it was kind of working, kind of not, but it's still just, you know what I mean, like taking an actual break to get up and walk around and to go to the bathroom and do all of those things and eat food. I would love to have a half-hour break, especially if I was doing a longer, like 8-hour shift or more. So, I don't know, those are some reflections, those are some learnings. I guess my stuff couldn't have been priced that poorly because people did buy it. And a lot of people, like the kind of people who bought my stuff were like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want. So that was kind of fun because it was like really niche and specific. Anyway, I'm done rambling now. I'm gonna cool off. I also like only ate snacks all day, which is probably part of the problem, but I was nervous, and so like eating a real meal just I didn't have capacity for it. So I'm gonna go home and put a pizza in the oven. Yeah, anyway, that's that. There you have it. I did it, and I am proud of myself. I did it. Yay! Wait, I literally like crawled in the back of the car to show you guys this. Look at how cute this little chicken is. I can't. I'm obsessed. It's a little keychain. Look at his little face. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I'm just like back in the car with everything, all the stuff. So I'm gonna go back to the front seat, but I had to go get this little chicken because, I don't know, it's kind of like a little stress ball. Wait, Erin named my chicken and I already forgot his name. I'm gonna have to text and ask.
It was Albert. His name is Albert.
If you eat enough snacks throughout the day, does that count as being an adult? Because I did feed myself. I don't think I ate enough snacks throughout the day, but does it count? Does it count? It's not a meal though. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Lunchables are basically just snacks. Guys, we did it. My hair is kind of crazy. It's in desperate need of a wash. But I made it home and I'm gonna take a little shower, and my dad went to get ice cream and we're gonna watch a little movie and eat some ice cream. I'm excited. I think he's gonna get coconut explosion. It's like coconut and chocolate. I don't know. It's really good. Anyway, yeah. Oh, good. I got these things out of my hair. Wow. The joys of having curly hair. It's like wild today with the weather. All right. Guys, I seriously thought that I sat in the shade all day. And also, it was cloudy. So I thought I'd be fine because I have a tendency to burn, and I would have put on sunscreen if I thought that I would burn. And I was like under the tent pretty much the whole day, except for like 10 minutes when I was walking around. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that burn line. Oops. The other one's like that too, but like less bad. Aloe vera time, I guess.
King of the Trolls. King of the Trolls? Yes, a clandestine land found underneath.
Good night. Good day.